The air was heavy with anticipation as the small town of Willowbrook prepared for its annual Halloween festival. The once quaint and charming place had taken a sinister turn as the townspeople whispered tales of a sinister clown that haunted the woods. Though dismissed as mere folklore by some, there was an unsettling dread that clung to the town, a sense that something wicked was about to unfold. Meet Sarah Turner, an adventurous young woman who had recently moved to Willowbrook to escape the bustling city life. She had always been drawn to the unknown, intrigued by the mysteries that the night held. The stories of the clown intrigued her more than most, for she had a deep fascination with the eerie and unexplained. Determined to prove the clown was nothing but a myth, she donned her hiking boots and set off into the woods on a crisp October evening. The forest was a realm of darkness, its silence broken only by the hoots of owls and the rustle of leaves underfoot. A chilling wind swept through the trees, causing Sarah to shiver. As she ventured deeper into the woods, her flashlight cast eerie shadows on the gnarled branches and twisted roots. She pressed on, her heart pounding, searching for any sign of the sinister clown. Forest seemed endless, and doubt crept into Sarah's mind. Maybe the stories were just the product of overactive imaginations. Just as she was about to turn back, she heard something that made her blood run cold. Faint, mocking laughter, echoing through the trees. The laughter was eerie, inhuman, and it sent shivers down her spine. Ignoring the tremor of fear that gripped her, Sarah followed the sound, her flashlight piercing the blackness. She stumbled upon a dilapidated, seemingly abandoned carnival. The rides, now twisted and rotting, creaked in the wind. The carnival was an eerie reminder of a bygone era, one tainted by decay and despair. As Sarah explored the carnival, she came across an old, tattered poster. It depicted a clown with a grotesque grin, sinister eyes, and the caption, "Smiles the Clown, the Grinning Spectre." The stories were true, and Sarah's heart raced. She was on the trail of the infamous clown, and the realization sent chills down her spine. Determined to find smiles, Sarah delved deeper into the carnival. She discovered a derelict funhouse, its entrance marked by a faded sign that read, "The House of Eternal Laughter." It was as though the carnival had been abandoned in a hurry, and the emptiness of the place weighed heavily on her. Inside the funhouse, the atmosphere grew increasingly unsettling. The walls were adorned with disturbing, distorted mirrors that seemed to mock her reflection. Sarah moved through the maze of mirrors, her unease growing with each step. The clown's laughter echoed through the funhouse, seeming to come from all directions. As she reached the heart of the funhouse, Sarah was met with a grotesque sight. There, in the center of the room, was a giant twisted carousel. Its ornate horses had been replaced by grotesque, grinning clowns. Atop one of these demonic steeds sat Smiles, the grinning specter himself. The clown's appearance was as sinister as the stories had described. His face was painted with grotesque, garish makeup, and his grin was impossibly wide, stretching ear to ear. His eyes were soulless voids that seemed to pierce through Sarah's very being. He wore a tattered, blood-stained costume that oozed malevolence. Smiles beckoned Sarah with a skeletal hand, and a voice that was both chilling and inviting said, "Join the eternal laughter, dear." Sarah was paralyzed with fear, but something compelled her to approach the demonic carousel. As she stepped closer, the ground beneath her gave way, and she tumbled into a nightmarish abyss. Sarah awoke in a dimly lit, nightmarish chamber. The walls were adorned with grotesque paintings of clowns, all grinning menacingly. The room was filled with eerie laughter, and as her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she realized she was not alone. Other captives, dressed in tattered rags, were trapped in the room, their faces twisted into eternal, hysterical laughter. Smiles the clown loomed over them, a malevolent puppet master in this ghastly theater. "Welcome to my carnival of eternal laughter," he hissed. "You'll never leave." Sarah's heart raced as she realized she was trapped in a waking nightmare. Desperation filled her as she frantically sought a means of escape, but all hope seemed lost. She had become part of Smile's horrifying collection, condemned to a life of eternal laughter and torment. The grinning specter had claimed another victim, and Willowbrook would forever be haunted by the malevolent laughter that echoed from the forsaken carnival in the woods. As the years passed, the legend of Smiles, the clown, continued to grow. The sinister carnival remained hidden deep in the forest, a festering scar on the town's history. The townspeople learned to avoid the woods at all costs, for they knew that the sinister clown and his cursed carnival were very real, and their laughter echoed through the darkest corners of Willowbrook, a grim reminder of the Halloween night when Sarah Turner had ventured into the woods and never returned. As we bid farewell to the chilling tale that unfolded in the shadowy corners of our imagination, we are left with a lingering unease. The nightmarish circus of horrors centered around the malevolent clown has drawn its final curtain. But remember, darkness never truly dissipates, and the sinister laughter of our fears continues to echo in the depths of our minds. As you turn away from these pages, may you always check the shadows for a flicker of red, a flash of white, and the haunting memory of that gruesome grin. Happy Halloween, and beware of the lurking terrors that may lie just beneath the surface of your reality.